Welcome to the home of fear and fright, where not all guests survive the night. The lucky souls will live to tell, and those who don't will rot in.
What's the matter with you? You can't say that. This is a family show.
What are you doing?
Welcome, foolish Muppets, to tonight's very special Halloween challenge.
We just have to survive the night in this haunted mansion.
Everything here will seem familiar, but your eyes may deceive you.
Whoa.
I'm mysterious. Madame Pagoda.
Wait, stop.
Turn it down. I can't hear myself think.
Take 5, everybody.
Where are you going? No.
Happy Halloween. This place is really haunted.
Fiends, omens, and bogeymen. Lend me your fear.
It's showtime.
Usually I'm worried about dying up here, but looks like you beat me to it. Don't you have anything better to do than boo me?
Tough room. Ooh, indoor lightning. I'm not a shrimp. Close enough.
Shaka waka!
If by sunrise you fail this endeavor, then you must remain here forever.
I'm out of here. How did you?
I could just eat you alive.
That's sweet, right?
Muppets Haunted Mansion, streaming exclusively on Disney+.
It's time to slay the music. It's time to fright the frights. It's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show tonight. Boom, boom, boom. There is a Dion there, and Jill is somewhere else. I don't know the words for the next bit, but whatever. Who gives a fuck? We're here.
It's perfectly all right.
Yeah. Sorry. You know what, Amy? Thank you. I'm going to take that compliment, even though it's a pretty fucking low bar.
That Kermit actor?
Yeah.
Nah.
There's an unfortunate thing that Steve Whitmire, who was the dude doing the voice of Kermit for basically since Jim Henson died, decided that he was irreplaceable, and Disney and the Muppets
went
wrong and replaced him.
Wow.
Wow. Well, look, it's
And
Matt.
so,
it's-
yeah.
Matt Vogel is doing the voice of Kermit in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To do
yeah.
the voice.
Well,
Yeah.
hey, we're not going to
Yeah.
hear. I don't want to.
Anyway,
doing
anyway.
an impression of somebody
Oh,
doing an impression of Kermit.
ouch.
So, anyway.
I don't want to.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Hi.
Wow.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah. Like, how are you all going? Who wants to? Like, we are taking requests in the chat this time round of the Muppet you want Quinny to sound like. It's literally a show. Get ready, Quinny, to dance monkey dance. People are going to tell you.
I can do beat up.
Okay. Oh, I nearly snapped my jaw.
Oh, jeez.
Attempting to do that. You know what?
Are you trying to make your
beaker was
mouth
perhaps
do this? Is that what? Your jaw doesn't hinge that way.
no, it really doesn't. Okay, Bren is saying the Swedish Chef, and I love the Swedish Chef, but oh, hang on, no, the Bork isn't here tonight, so we'll do the whole thing without her. No, I could have an awful lot of fun doing it, because there's one thing that I learned early on is that I love doing Muppet voices, but
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do.
I'm not interested in your Muppet voice. I'm interested in your Muppet miming.
movement.
Yeah, movement is only all I know.
Oh my god! Quinny is a human Muppet.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
That's
and
so
if you're
good.
going to be serious about it, you've actually got to. I can't do it with my headphones in, but you've got to throw your head back really violently. You got to be.
Perfect.
Well, that's all of my energy for today. Thanks,
Thank
everybody. Have a good
you.
night.
Thank you for
Yeah.
that.
Anytime.
So good.
Oh, man. I love that everybody is just throwing names like, oh, come on, you guys. This is Sweetums. And yeah, man, I could have a lot of fun with this, but I'm not going to. In fact, you know, one of the things that I did like in this a lot was the tiny little cameo of Beaker and Mupp and
We're not in this one.
Professor?
yeah, sorry, Professor Bunsen Honeydew.
This is all we're here for? Okay.
Oh, Beaky, this is all that we're here for. Me. Budget. I love.
dear.
I know exactly what Beaker asked. Why budget? Yes, so good.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Right.
How is everyone? It's like last time we had a terrible, well, not a terrible. We just had chronic malfunction
Ooh,
of
that
stuff.
was a time.
Oh, fun time. Robot voices, shit coming out all terribly. Everyone going, oh no, this is not what I signed up for. And we did a rapid change around. Hopefully it's not the same tonight. And we'll get all the gremlins. Yeah, that's right. Yes, gremlins last week. Muppets this week. Why are you even here? Yeah. And it's Spooktober, so
We got through it though.
yeah. Like it was fine. It was fine. We managed to do everything fine. But I love that now
Survived.
it's not even my problem. But Quinny's just freezing. Great, fantastic. This is his internet
Yep,
is
cool.
still terrible.
Yeah. I don't know what to suggest.
No, you don't have to do that. But it is Spooktober.
I'm
so
so
we're
sick
doing
of this bullshit
the
internet.
Muppets. Sorry, Quinny?
Sorry,
No, you're speaking
I'm closing
30
every
minutes.
single window.
Don't forget the one behind you and the one out in the lounge room.
Like all of those things that I've been like, oh yeah, I'll come back and I'll read about that later. No, fuck you. I'm not going to do that.
No, I'm not going to read anything.
No, I don't care whether it's important. I don't care about the email you sent me. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm closing all of them. I'll open them later.
Yeah, just restore the tabs later.
And
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty sure that we
must restore the tabs.
didn't we do this this episode like a while ago while we were like talking about like Disney rides that have been turned into films?
Yes.
Yes.
When we spoke about that abomination of Eddie Murphy's The Haunted Mansion, which
Yeah.
in my opinion was okay, but
Still
like,
haven't.
not great.
Yeah. And now we have like this Muppet version of the
Yeah,
Haunted
you-
Mansion.
Out of all of us.
Sorry, Quinny, you are just
No,
trying
you're
as
terrible.
fuck right now.
Yeah, I know.
Just
No,
gonna-
I'm
just
trying
gonna
to
turn-
fix it. I'm
just-
doing everything.
Just going to keep talking over you till you eventually give up and connect your phone to the internet again and just start doing
doing
it off your phone.
I'm doing it. Unfortunately, my
had
phone's
enough.
only on like 2%. So
Oh,
fuck
I
it.
want. Have you not heard of that thing called a charger, Quinny?
Yes, hang on.
If he disappears, it's fine.
It's just side of screen, like everything. You
Like
can-
every fucking thing else.
Do you have a Philly cheesesteak, Quinny? Is it just off put your hand out and pull out a Philly cheesesteak? I'd be very happy with that.
Good. I'm not that good.
Yes. Yeah, we've done all of the we did this one, and now we've come into the month of October and been able to watch the Muppet version, which, you know, to be fair, looked pretty good on paper. I was looking forward to a spooky.
Playing your hand there a bit there.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no! Da, da, da. What a twist!
Not like it. Oh no!
Like it is a flavor. If I can ask to indulge me for a second while I recount to you a story of eating an eclair on the weekend. I know that sounds weird, but it has a point.
Yeah.
But I went out and I bought what looked like a delicious eclair on the weekend, and it was a lovely thing sitting in the cabinet, and I was like, well, this looks good. It's got strawberries. It looks like cream on it. Like, this is fine. It was also, you know, just small enough so it's not like I don't feel like I'm gonna have to run 50 Ks. And I was like, what was that? And I asked the question, and it came back with a list of ingredients, and I didn't pay quite enough attention to what was in those ingredients.
Oh no.
And perhaps one of the ingredients that I should have paid more attention to was the fact that it had basil in it. Now,
Are you allergic?
no, it's just that it's not what I was expecting. So I'm just going to say, while I was eating the eclair, there was this whole idea of you're experiencing all of the tastes and flavors that go through everything, but there's just something in there that's not very right, and it perhaps just messes with your opinion, your expectations just enough. So you go,
Yeah.
well, that's a bit weird, and I don't think I'll buy another one.
Yeah, I mean, I know that strawberry and basil and like balsamic vinegar go together really well, but I wouldn't put that shit in an eclair.
No. No.
Look, I can't say that it was bad. Like it was, it was
It's just
delicious,
unusual.
but it was just not what I was expecting.
Yeah. I've had an experience like that as well, where a friend made dinner for me once, and it was a chicken fillet that was stuffed, but she didn't tell me what the stuffing was. And I'm eating this thing, I'm like,
Was it candy corn?
can't quite place the taste. What's in this stuffing? Oh, it's a banana. I'm like, yeah, I can't eat it anymore.
Bananas.
Like it was enjoyable, but the taste was
Who
quite peculiar.
served
And
you
then I put the name
banana
to
in
it,
a
and then I'm
chicken
like,
breast?
yeah, I'm not going to eat it anymore now that I know it's a banana.
Are you not a
How?
banana fan?
I do like bananas, but now that I know that it was banana inside chicken, I'm like, I don't want to eat that.
Yeah,
It was
I mean,
peculiar. I'm not sure I quite liked it, but once I've had the name, I'm like, no.
yeah. What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. That ice cream's interesting. Yeah, it's toenail ice cream. No, thank you.
Yeah, right. It's like you're eating it and you're like,
No.
this is strange.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
and then once it's got a name to it, you can't
Thanks.
do it anymore.
Oh dear. Thank you for clipping Kermit the Frog. And put why not? Fantastic. Yeah, you'll have to. Oh,
Wow.
God, hopefully someone can clip got that link and message it to me so I can have it in the future. Quinny, how's your internet going? Have you linked to your phone now?
I've linked to my phone, but it's not fucking helping.
Ah, well, it could have helped.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know what I need to do. I don't know whether I need to run around and pedal faster or something. But
Yeah.
here we go.
Wow, there's a lot of
sorry.
hate. There's a lot of hate for bananas in the chat, and that's
Yeah,
fine.
Well, that's fair. I mean, they do have a texture to them. I can't eat avocados for texture reasons, but bananas
Oh.
I can do.
I never understood that. Like my sister is just literally like, if I ever want to just shit her off, I'd just do anything with bananas. Like the look, like I could just leave a banana in the corridor, and she'll walk into the corridor and stop and turn around and go, "Fuck off, get out, no," and just walks out of the room. And I'm like,
You
great.
know what? The only time I can't come at a banana is when some motherfucker opens one on public transport. Then I'm done. I'm like, no.
She just
I'm happy
starts
eating
stabbing?
bananas, but don't open it on a train.
Oh.
No.
Right. What about microwaving
Sorry.
one in a work office?
Oh no, no.
Same with like
I-
people having like tinned tuna. I'm like, no,
Oh, and
Don't
putting
do
that
that.
in the microwave.
don't
Ugh.
do that in private.
I do like that Amy is desperately trying to say, hey, maybe we should, get on with it or something.
Sorry, guys. It's-
No,
We
we
are
need to be
definitely-
angry about bananas longer.
We're deep
Seems to
into
be
the
an
fruit
analogy
chats
that Dion
now.
is going for.
Yeah. I started with the fruit, and now I'm just going to carry it all the way through until what did I have for lunch today? So, no. Anyway, Muppets Haunted Mansion. You got me thinking about Swedish Chef, and that's where I got it all through. And more power to Megan. She's a great character.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Kennedy, the banana.
Yeah. The banana. Muppets Haunted Mansion.
What is
Go
the
for it.
Muppets? What is the Muppets Haunted Mansion about?
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't ask, but please tell me.
Yeah, I'm trying to get us back on the road.
Really?
Okay. What character do you want these in?
Oh,
Like-
which voice can you sustain the longest?
Not Miss Piggy.
And I unfortunately did not have time or energy to include Muppet music. Sorry about that. But I still have some Muppets.
Is that the Yub Nub song from fucking?
Go for it, Quinny. What's the Muppets Haunted Mansion about?
I don't know. I was waiting for a voice. Gonzo. Okay, shit. Gonzo's
Right.
hard.
Wow, the great Gonzo, world famous daredevil artiste, has done it all, seen it all, and survived. But on Halloween night, the fearless Gonzo takes on the greatest challenge of his life by spending one very daring night in the most grim, grinning place on Earth, the Haunted Mansion. Inspired by all 4 of the iconic Disney Haunted Mansion attractions, that's a really fucking hard sentence, located across the globe at various Disney parks. Muppet Haunted Mansion includes many hidden Easter eggs for Disney fans and Muppetized sets and props that help immerse viewers in the storytelling experience. Okay, this marks the Muppets' first ever Halloween special and features the trademark attraction theme song, Grinning Ghost, okay? In addition, this special also features 3 original new songs, Rest in Peace, Life Hereafter, and Tie the Knot Tango, featuring me, Pepe, the King Prawn. A star-studded Muppet cast, celebrity cameos, and spooky fun, okay, for families to enjoy together. Yeah.
Oh my god, that was brilliant, Quinny.
Thank you. I'll be here for about a minute.
Oh, well done.
And just
well
for people
done,
in the
sir.
chat, Quinny is quite familiar with the Pepe voice, as one of his D&D characters was very much like Antonio Banderas at one point.
Oh, that was a sliding scale, Jill. It's just like, is it Antonio Banderas? Is it someone from the Appalachian Mountains? I'm not sure.
No, it's Pepe, the King Prawn.
The King Prawn.
My name is Nadim Seladorn. Okay. I may be a dragonborn. I may be a king prawn. We don't know. Okay?
Juan Villalobos. I'm from Egypt.
Like where are you from, Nadim? Lots of different places.
Oh dear. Well done. Well done, Quinny. Now
Oh my god, is it Cheech or is it Tom?
Hey man, you on my record, man.
Oh dear. I just
Yeah.
until you can give me your perfect Dr. Teeth and Electric Mayhem, all of them. You got to work on that
for
one.
sure, really. Okay. No, I'm not going to attempt Dr. Teeth because Dr. Teeth is just Rolf the dog on acid.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
I saw an interview with Jim Henson once, and I fucking loved it. Like, because he's literally just puppeteering Dr. Teeth, and is doing live off the cuff shit. And he's talking to who was the late night host? Jimmy Carson.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the Carson show, and Carson's like, you know, Dr. Teeth, what is you like? Apocalypse music. Yeah, music that brings the entire world to its knees. Yeah. Like
Jesus.
And like Jim Henson is just doing it all, but you don't pay any fucking attention to the dude with a beard. The Muppet is the single most awesome thing to watch.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
you know, when they were talking about doing back to the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, let's go back to the Haunted Mansion. Why not?
It seemed like an exciting sort of thing. It's a no-brainer. It's the Muppets. They're gonna do. They're with Disney.
Yes.
They can do a property that has like a rife for them to make jokes and do stuff about, and also no one really gives a shit about the Haunted Mansion, but they love the Muppets. Like in these two franchises, the Muppets are the draw card. It's not the Haunted Mansion.
Well, yes and no. It's an interesting concept. Like I watched the Disney special thing on the different rides, whatever the the thing on
Behind
Disney
the
Plus about it.
attraction.
That's the one. And interestingly enough, like the first one is all about the is all about Haunted Mansion, and it's fascinating hearing how the whole thing came to be. But I think everything that is about the Haunted Mansion is kind of what I struggled with this special. So the Haunted Mansion was always a weird tension between two designers. And you can go and watch the thing yourself. But basically, one of them wanted it to be scary, and the other one wanted it to be funny. And
it ended up scunny.
Exactly. or fairy. I'm not entirely sure which.
No, it's definitely Scunny because it's not fairy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and I feel like this is where this one sits too, in that weird thing where it's not really scary, and I'm not entirely sure that it's particularly funny. It's just kind of
Yeah.
weird.
I see Jill's like,
oh no.
them fighting words, Quinny. She's gonna punch the Muppets out of you. Verbally.
Wow.
Yeah.
It wasn't scary, but I laughed so much. I thought it was fantastic. It was so funny. And I
Aw.
think it really put a spin on the ride that only the Muppets can do, is like make it accessible for kids and also for adults that just love the Muppets. Like I watched the TV series that Disney Plus put out, which was all kind of based around like social media and influencing and weird stuff, and it didn't resonate with me at all. But this movie, I was like, oh god, I hope it's better than that TV show that they did. And it was great. It just went back to classic Muppets. And I mean, they do the same gags, but they're always funny. And it's, I don't know why.
I think I got
It is.
like,
They have a sense of humor that I'll always laugh at.
I'll agree. Like I everyone loves the fucking Muppets.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a bit
you
of
are a bad person if you don't love the Muppets.
I think across this, there were only two slight barriers to my enjoyment of it, which was one, never been on the Haunted Mansion ride, so 90% of the Haunted Mansion jokes don't resonate with me.
Yeah.
Which is fair, like, but I can go along with it. And the other thing is I really think that they need to ease off on Pepe the King Prawn as a lead character, because I've seen Pepe in a lot of stuff, and I'm kind of like, do you want to ease down on Pepe? Like Gonzo, I'm with.
Pepe is a weird choice. They're really pushing Pepe.
I mean, look,
for a while it was that new
was Rizzo.
Muppet.
Well, that was
as
Rizzo
in
the Rabbit, that new Muppet that they did for the newer-ish
was
movies.
that
as
the
in,
late Muppet?
is it a man or a Muppet? That
Yeah, the
Yeah.
young guy that was like looked up
Yeah.
Kermit or whatever and became a Muppet. He was like the lead in one of the newer films, and
Yes.
now is a staple Muppet. But
and it's going to bug me until I can remember. his name.
Gonzo
I know
has a
exactly who
sidekick,
you're talking about.
thanks.
something like
He could
that.
he could whistle. That was his thing.
Don't remember.
Yeah,
his name.
no.
But it's like there's such a huge
Yeah, I was gonna.
cast of Muppets.
I was just gonna say to Rob, who's talking in the chat, it's like Gonzo needs a sidekick. He does have a sidekick. Her name is Camilla.
Yes.
Why couldn't Camilla be in there? Like,
because Camilla doesn't talk.
yeah, but is that not? Come on, like, hey, the chicken didn't talk in Moana, and hands down, amazing. So Camilla
Good point.
does.
Well made.
Yeah. Like, come on. And what would be like? That's an absolute perfect thing for Gonzo. Gonzo gets invited to a party.
Walter.
Walter, yes.
Yeah,
Thank
Gonzo
you.
gets invited to a party or a place that he's got to go, and he takes a chicken. Like, that's perfect Gonzo. He doesn't need fucking like. And it just, there was a bit about Pepe that just made me go, you are just a creepy, desperate person, and it's not coming off very well in this for some reason. Like, could you imagine all of those scenes that we get through with being, almost marrying the, I don't know, vampire murderer? I don't know. But as the chicken?
Black Widow lady.
Yeah, the Black Widow lady. Can you just imagine all of that is through the eyes of Camilla the chicken? That would be amazing.
Yes.
I would have
They
been
might
like-
changed the story slightly, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think marrying a chicken works in quite the same way. But you wouldn't have been able to have the Juan Stamos gag. Are you Juan Stamos?
yeah. Yeah, like there's funny lines in it. Like I'm sure. I just see the little.
Yes. There are some funny lines in there, but I was weirdly kind of disappointed by the moments where it's like, oh, okay, we're setting up for a big joke, and then it didn't pay off or something. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
And there was a whole bunch of introductions early on, like during the Grinning Ghosts song, where they bring in a whole bunch of celebrity cameos and then do fucking nothing with them.
at all.
I'm pretty like I think this one may have suffered from a bit of COVID, but also assembly-itis. I'm going to call it assembly-itis. I don't know if it's a real thing. Which is this feels like very much like a film shot as pastiches or one set things and assembled to make them all look like they're in the same room. And it feels very much like they have, what was the greatest thing about the Muppets show is that it is a bunch of Muppets next to each other and puppeteers performing in a live scenario. This felt very much like vignette things of like, we can't have everyone together. It might have been a limitation.
It did
due to COVID.
I think a lot of it comes from the fact that it was shot predominantly blue screen or green screen or whatever, and on a CGI backdrop. So there was a lot of it that was kind of like, okay, we're walking through halls, and I know that's a CGI hall, and I know that's a CGI sort of backdrop, and there was a lot of compositing. And there are a couple of times where I was like, this is what did you call it? Assembly-itis?
Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah, I really agree with that. There are a couple of times where I was just like, this is a whole bunch of performers kind of doing their thing solo.
Yeah.
And then an editor somewhere is pulling them all together and trying to turn it into a scene that works.
Yeah.
But everything was kind of a bit flat and a little bit kind of like two-dimensional.
Yeah, it just felt like they were all kind of like, it felt like they were all zooming their performances, and it was up to someone to put it together and make it look like they're in the same room. I mean, because hands down, like if anyone ever came to you as an actor and said, hey, like, do you want to come and be in a Muppet movie? Like, no actor is going to be like, yeah, I don't think that's really me. Well, if any actor does do that, I don't care for them anymore.
No. They are dead to me.
Sure.
Do you think that like part of the reason they I don't know, guess they had so many apparitions and ghosts was to try and get around that a bit as well? Because I didn't really notice those things that you were pointing out, but I might not have been staring at the screen. I might have been looking at my phone as well.
What would you call it? I would call this definitely a cross-stitch movie. There you go. Like, that's just something that I would potentially do as well. Like, I would have a great time knitting a sock while I watch this movie. Not that I know how to knit anything apart from just a very long scarf.
With one strand?
Yeah.
You just...
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought it was like, it felt like there was a whole bunch of people that had been, zoomed in or had been told, okay.
What?
Well, they might have taken advantage of, the current climate and not being able to have so many people in a room and say, hey, well, let's do Haunted Mansion because everyone can be a ghost anyway. We can shoot that all separately and stick it together.
Yeah. I mean, they also had an interesting thing where they did, God, what's the show? Fraggle Rock. They redid, I think it was last year, they did a new series of Fraggle Rock called Fraggle Rock On, which they all did via Zoom. So they've been kind of building the technology and they've been kind of working out, how best to film Muppets remotely.
I feel like that's an experiment that you can probably put to bed now, and I advocate people going and getting vaccinated so I can watch decent Muppet movies.
I mean,
I'm sad you didn't like it.
I'm sad too, Jill. That's the worst part.
Yeah, like I was expecting to be blown away by this, by going, I cannot wait. This is going to be one of those great things. But think of all of okay, not all the Muppet movies are great, but
some of them are.
Yes, some of them are fucking hands down great. I missed Constantine. I honestly think, why couldn't we have had Constantine in there somewhere? But hello, I am Kermit the Frog. That's kind of fun. But I mean, they did have a lot of the heart and soul and fun of a Muppet movie is still in there. It's still there. It was just struggling to find a place, I think, mashed with the Haunted Mansion.
I don't think they're particularly comfortable bedfellows.
No.
And I thought that they should be. I love the idea of a spooky kind of fun Muppety kind of thing. And I have done the the Haunted Mansion ride, though I've done it in its other skin, which is the Nightmare Before Christmas version. So from October through till December every year, they reskin the Haunted Mansion as being Nightmare Before Christmas.
Right.
And so that has different songs and different things. So I've never actually done the vanilla Haunted Mansion, so to speak. But yeah, it's like there was the songs like Grinning Ghosts is a song from the 60s or 50s, I think. That is a song on the ride. And to me, that didn't feel particularly Muppety. Like it felt like here's somebody who's writing a song about ghosts. And I don't know, like, yeah, they're two great tastes. They don't necessarily taste great together.
Yeah.
It's the banana stuffing. It's the banana stuffing.
It is. See, there you go. The metaphor works. It's fine. Yeah, it's the basil eclair. It's like, this is all completely fine. And I mean, look, I wouldn't say that they've had a conflicted relationship with Disney making stuff, because they've worked together for years. And when, the Muppets were finally sold to Disney in 2004, they still have made some pretty good things since then. But yeah, it just felt
the first
kind of
the
felt
first Muppet movie that was made by Disney, just called The Muppets.
Yeah,
I think is great. It's heartfelt. It's got songs by Brett from Flight of the Conchords. It's got that whole "Am I a Man or Am I a Muppet?" Jason Segel. It's a fun, heartfelt, lovely film that really kind of gets it right. And then they seem to just kind of not quite get the thing right.
Yeah, like and like I can't. This is the thing. It sounds like I'm really being harsh about it, but it was almost like every single time something came on, I kept waiting for like, is this going to be the one where I start wetting myself with laughter? And it just never kind of happened that way. And I was just kind of, by the end I was like, oh, it was fun. But it wasn't. I hope fucking kids lose their shit over it, because that'd be great. That'd just make me happy. I just felt like I'm more. To be honest, a jaded elder.
I think, I do think that the average kid is probably going to watch it and go, I don't get it. Like I kind of get the Muppets, but I don't get the ghost thing. Yeah, and like there's a lot of assumed knowledge. That the whole thing of the Haunted Mansion is that there are 999 ghosts in it.
9,900 ghosts on the wall.
They all have personalities.
Yeah,
and there are things that I liked that were referencing Muppet things. So I like there's the big dance sequence, like where they're all waltzing, and that's a bit directly out of the ride. But then they also did the Muppet show bit of telling puns and jokes while they're dancing, which is one of my favorite things from the Muppet Show. That was when it was working for me.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, that's where it's like that's the good blend of Muppets and scary. But like, yeah, the scares never quite landed. The thing of Gonzo turning into a creepy, weird old version of himself. Sorry, but
that could have been much better. Like, I mean, as we all know, my favorite character from the Muppets, hands down, the whole time is Uncle, Deadly.
Uncle Deadly.
Hello, Uncle Deadly, who's just here on my right. He's the scariest thing in there, and I always remember watching the Muppets and being absolutely fucking terrified of Uncle Deadly. And even in this one, I was like, oh, he's not very scary. He's supposed to be scary. He's supposed to be like he would be much better chasing Gonzo down, like, and eventually trying to say, "I was trying to lead you the way out." That would have been fun. But
maybe if they'd leaned fully into like what they've done in the past with Christmas Carol and Treasure Island, where they assign a character to each Muppet, and it is set within that Muppet realm. But this we kind of had like, oh, Gonzo's going to do this thing on Halloween and everyone else is at a party. But for some reason the ghosts look like the Muppets. And
Yeah, and
maybe
Piggy is
that
there
was
complaining
the
about
disconnect.
Although that was funny,
Yeah,
and
Because I
Piggy's
liked
there getting
that scene
yeah, yeah.
of Piggy in
I've
the
got
crystal ball and
Oh.
the band and stuff, and I thought that gag was funny. But then,
Mm.
then when you have that ballroom scene, and then there's Kermit, and it's like, yeah, but this doesn't make sense anymore if there's Muppets here, but
Yeah.
they're not the actual Muppets.
And we
like-
already established that, and I've got that clip to play as well, where it's like, hey, the Muppets are at a party that Gonzo's not at. So when you reintroduce them as characters in the Haunted Mansion, it's like, this makes no sense.
Yeah.
You know, they shouldn't be there.
Mm. And yeah, and as you were saying, like in the other ones, like Muppet Treasure Island and stuff like that, you assign them to characters from a story. But
Yeah.
I think one of the problems is Haunted Mansion doesn't actually have a story. It's an experience. It's a
Yeah.
ride. And there's no real kind of characters to really hang your hat on. So they had to create the was it Will Arnett?
Yes.
Is that
Mhm.
who the actor was?
Yeah.
His character.
Well, there's
and
always
kind
a
of-
human character, so like, I can live with Will Arnett being like the caretaker taking you through the mansion.
Yeah, but it felt so kind of noddy winky at the camera, and I was like, yeah. And but then you look at something like Muppets Christmas Carol does scary so much better than this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
What about the goat?
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, I was gonna say that goat
That
was
fucking
actually
cracked me up.
that was the scariest character. I was just like, what is
Yeah,
that? It's
that
just the
initial
screaming
jump
goat.
scare of the goat scream. I'm like, fuck, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just laughed. Oh my god.
And whereas the other ones that I was hoping would get funnier were the skeletons, and they just weren't.
Yes. No, I was
like-
like when they first appeared, I was like, that's funny. And then they just didn't like the
Yeah, I
jokes.
liked them at the beginning, but then they were underused. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
and this is where I think it came a bit unstuck. Is that the thing was just two very disparate things pushed together, going delicious, and I'm like, no, chicken breast and banana does not go together. I don't care if you've put.
See, Amy was so
panko-
worried about us talking about bananas for so long, but we're really tying this together.
Oh yeah,
like
it all
I feel like
comes back. It's like in a robber or a banana.
it's just one yellow ring that keeps
Oh
eating
God,
itself.
oh God.
It keeps eating itself. You can never eat the whole thing because it just starts again.
Sorry, now I've got an image of like a banana in one end and out the other. And just-
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh,
yeah.
dear.
We can do
So-
that.
Missy
Did
just asked an
we-
interesting question there, like wondering if there's a lot of edits on the cutting room floor. And I actually noticed, even from the trailer that we showed before to what we watched, there was a lot of different lines. There's a lot of different, sort of bits. And I was like, I wouldn't be at all surprised if this was a special put together by editor.
Mm.
Not like I got the feeling there was a lot of making it up as you go. Like the whole Taraji P. Henson bit with the wedding and everything. I was like, it felt like they were kind of riffing a lot and filling time. And I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't want to get. Well, I do. I want to do the rating and then do the clip and then come back and explain just a couple of the bits that really jarred me out of it.
Yeah.
And that's what I would like to come back to.
okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I
So
feel-
we need to
yeah.
rate it. Is that what we're saying? Is that what you're telling me?
I will. Yeah, sure. And because I brought it up, I'll go first. Fuck it. I'm gonna give this one 70 out of 100
Fuck, you're
because
cool.
it's 70s nostalgia for me. I really liked watching the Muppets, and I still have zero interest in going on the Haunted Mansion ride. I mean, it's probably great. It would probably be a great experience, but when it comes to something that's like, if I knew a small child who wasn't very good with scary ideas, I would totally show them the Muppets Haunted Mansion over, say, Gremlins or Ghostbusters for something like this, because I'd be like, well, I don't want I'm
Oh, so
saying
this is
Child,
to
Quinny,
to
a
to.
small
a nervous child.
Okay, right.
A nervous child who
I
perhaps
watched
wasn't good.
Ghostbusters when I was 6, and it did me no harm whatsoever.
Absolutely no harm. Look at him. He's a normal 420-year-old man. Yes.
Exactly.
Anyone else? Anyone else want to try and rate this?
I am gonna go 80 because I
80.
had fun. I
Yay.
laughed. Maybe I was just in the mood for a bit of lightheartedness.
Yeah.
I mean, I got the.
If it
Haunted
tickled your
Mansion
funny
jokes.
bone?
I'm sorry that not everybody else did. I was a bit surprised by the runtime though. It was quite short.
Well, it was a special. That's the thing. It wasn't.
Oh,
It was a film.
movie.
It wasn't a film. It was a special.
Okay. Oh,
I didn't learn a lesson by the end of it.
Gonzo did.
Did he though?
Yeah, because he had no fear, but he realized that his fear was losing his friends or something like that. So
Mwah.
he's like, I have to go to the party. I don't know.
Perfect summation there, Jill. I love it.
Yeah, or something.
That was
I
some
don't know,
shit. I
whatever.
don't know.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention. Anyway.
It may have been multi-screening. whatever.
Always multi-screening.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, it's just rude you can't do that in cinemas anymore.
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to being back in the cinema, so I cannot fucking multi-screen. I'm so fucking jealous of you.
We'll talk
Anyway,
about that too
do your
after.
rating, Quinny.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay, I was actually like, because I am such a fucking Muppet fan, and I really, really love.
You're a
good
fucking
Muppets.
Muppet. That's
I
what
thought
you
you were
are.
going to say I'm such a fucking Muppet. I'm like,
Such a
yeah.
fucking Muppet.
It's accurate. I mean,
such a Muppet.
yeah,
No
because
notes.
I'm such a fucking Muppet. Yeah. I'm in that thing of going, oh, I really get angry when they don't hit their mark. So to me, this one felt like it really kind of, swung and missed. So for me, that's a 55.
Oh, I'm sad.
Like,
oh no.
I really wanted to love it. I was super, super keen to being like, yeah, cool, let's go. Yay, Muppets. And I mean, for the first 10, 15 minutes, I was like, okay. And then Pepe wouldn't shut up about the famous people. And the bits with Will Arnett just ran and fucking ran. And I was like, okay, we get it. And then jokes started falling flat. And after all, and when you got to the big ballroom scene where there was, fucking hundreds of ghosts, and the weird ghost who, called out that they were going to be explaining jokes by explaining jokes. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? So, yeah, it was a mess for me. Sorry.
Oh well. Nothing can be perfect. We can't all be perfect, but that's okay, Quinny.
We try in these trying times.
We try.
Oh, sorry, it was
Try.
55. Yes,
Yeah.
sorry, my bad.
Internet.
Internet.
Sure. Yeah, the internet. Blame the internet, Quinny.
I go
Well,
regularly.
I say that we go and have a quick little bit. One of the more funny parts, though, I found of the Muppet Haunted Mansion, which is just when we are talking to Gonzo as he's riding to the Haunted Mansion right at the start, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about some of the issues.
Hello?
Hi-ho, Gonzo!
Hey, Kermit, what a great costume.
Thanks. Piggy thought it would be funny if we both read...
Guess who I am? I'm Kermit, and Kermit is me. Get it? Go on, say it. Say it.
Come on! Hey, Kirby, who is the most amazing girl in the universe?
Gosh, Piggy, you are. Yay!
Guess who wrote that?
I did.
Yeah, if that is one of the more fun things from there is Miss Piggy dressed as Kermit,
And Kermit dressed as Miss Piggy. And I looked at that for a brief moment. I'm like, did Piggy skin Kermit? What the fuck? Oh.
Yeah. I mean, look, if there's one nice fun thing throughout the whole Muppet universe is the fact that Kermit is trapped in a toxic relationship with Miss Piggy. Like, it's not right.
Yeah, I don't know. Amy made a point earlier of kind of going, how long do we have to keep having that, particularly toxic relationship played out? I would love to see them
Forever.
actually,
It's
find something more healthy. I
It's
don't know, maybe.
fundamental to the character interactions, and it is a subtle dig from the 70s show about the nature of producers and leading
Good point.
people, like, and how it was a play on the power dynamic from the entertainment industry. That's still, like, that whole thing that goes. Usually, it's the man power over the woman, and this was a flip on the woman power over the man. And it, sure, it may require some nuance in the future. But right now, you can't imagine Miss Piggy and Kermit not together, even at some.
I don't know.
At
As
most,
Doc Forrest points out, they were divorced in the series,
sure, and then
and
They
that
were
actually
even
had a couple.
married?
Yeah, in Muppets Take Manhattan, they get married.
yes, they don't.
There are a bunch of Muppets from Sesame Street who show up at the wedding.
Yeah, and I'm sure. I think yes, the violence that Miss Piggy inflicts on Kermit has lessened slightly. It's pretty much removed. But I mean, it's always fun to see that kind of thing. Can you imagine the Muppets going to a Halloween costume party? That's funny. That's comedy right there.
I did like
legit.
Scooter as Elvis. I was like, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, like, I mean, and that was, I think you're like, as we mentioned before, there was that problem where we knew what was happening with the Muppets, the actual Muppets. And then when we go to the Haunted Mansion, we're like, oh, wow, this is just a series of weird things. Is that actually Kermit? Is that actually, dead Muppets? I'm not sure. Weren't they supposed to be at a party? Couldn't this have been a thing where they open a door and they turn up at that party, but then everyone slowly turns out to be dead, and like all of this kind of, that would have been fun.
Yeah, that could have been cool.
Yeah.
But like, again, my one big problem that I had with it was they resolved Gonzo's problem in a really lovely way. Like, I mean, I agree. I think it's wonderful that Gonzo worked out that he was not afraid of anything except for not being able to, he's going to miss his friends. Like, that's beautiful. And then that got resolved, and then they had to go back and do another resolve for a problem that really did not need to happen at all. By a horny prawn. And that's where I went, this is a bit weird.
Yeah, the horny prawn and Taraji P. Henson being kind of weird and vampy, but the wife or who's going to kill all of her husbands. I kind of was like, okay, I don't get into that. But I liked the ex-husbands. I liked their commentary. That was kind of funny, but like that whole fucking scene went on forever and ever and ever.
Yeah, okay.
It just didn't work for me. I feel so shitty about this, Jill. I'm sorry, because I know that you enjoyed it, and
I think
like,
I just didn't look too hard at it, to be honest.
yeah, I sat on the couch last night, watched it, and just went,
yeah, and I mean, this is fair, Jill. Like, if there's going to be two people out of this, one who will watch it like a hawk and be super critical of any error, it's Quinny.
Yeah.
And if
but
there's someone who's just
critical
going
of
to be
errors, I just think it was not done well.
But
I
as
don't
the
feel-
resident Muppet aficionado.
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yes. That was the whole sort of thing, and part of what I understand about the good thing about the Haunted Mansion is all of the ghosts are individuals and they have their own stories, and it's kind of discovery of why they're there. And this just felt like every time they put up a ghost, they just kind of went, "Here's a ghost. You may recognize it from the thing. Moving on." Like, this might have been from the Haunted Mansion. Moving on. We got like
one they brought up that is a weird flex, even by all standards, is the character that Fozzie plays, the Hatbox Ghost.
Yeah.
So this is the thing that I only know about because I watched that special. It was a ghost that they tried to do back in the 60s, couldn't work out how to make it work, and it only got brought in the last 3 years or something. And yeah, it's now part of the ride, and it's the head disappears, and it's all done with projections and stuff. I'm like, that's cool, but I don't get how that lines up with Fozzie.
Because he died on stage?
Mm.
Waka waka.
Waka waka. Oh, yeah, I want to go back to the God damn these young newfangled people trying to force Muppets in there. Where's the good
Let's
old
go
days?
back and watch classic Muppets.
Yeah,
shall
where's
we?
the Kermit,
Yes.
Kermit and Fozzie rolling around being best friends? Where's the,
Frog and the Bear and the Studebaker.
yeah. Moving down the road. Coming to a fork in the road. Come on, that's just fucking hilarious.
At last.
Yeah. Yeah, all of that shit. Amazing.
I love that bit in one of those movies where they run into Big Bird. After they've taken the left turn at the fork in the road. It's like, oh, where are you going? And he's like, I'm going to New York to be in public broadcast television.
They're the beautiful bits, and this one felt like it wasn't part of the beautiful bits. It just felt like, oh, we're having to push these two things together, and it would be fun. And it's kind of like, oh, we
what
didn't.
That reminds me of
What does that remind you of, Jill?
Lego Star Wars and Halloween.
Yes.
That didn't mix for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll give it for this. So
honestly, that's exactly what this felt like. To me, it had that thing of going, we've got to do a special.
Yeah.
We
own
these
all
things.
these properties, you guys, and it's Halloween. Quick, pitch me something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whack them together, do something. And sorry. I can always waka waka forever.
Waka waka forever.
Wow.
See, why?
That's actually very funny.
But this is the thing. If they're going to do Muppets Haunted Mansion, why can't they do Muppets Avengers Academy? Why can't they do
yes.
freaking Muppets
Oh
Rise of the
my God.
Rebellion?
Can we have a Muppets take on the Avengers, please?
I absolutely would see Fozzie Bear as
I
Black
would
Panther.
love that.
Like we can cast this now. List your favorite Muppets as Avengers, and that's what they just have to stick to.
Gonzo is Iron Man.
Yeah.
Perfect. Love it.
Kermit is Captain America.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Piggy is Black Widow because she's the only girl.
But
I
also,
kinda want
think
her to be
Piggy
the-
would make an amazing Hulk.
Yeah, I was gonna go Piggy as
Oh my
Hulk.
God. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Sweetums as Hulk. Thank you, Chastain.
Oh
You
yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
That's my secret cap.
Yeah.
Scooter is Hawkeye.
Oh God, yes, absolutely. Who is Thor? The Swedish chef.
Yeah. Take the Mjolnir into the lightning.
Oh my God.
That's amazing.
Oh, dear.
Shit.
Oh, actually, yeah, Janice
Yeah.
from Electric Mayhem as Black Widow, or even the young sister, White Widow. What is
Yelena.
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 Yeah.
Does she have a code name?
She's Black Widow as well.
Oh, she's Black Widow as well. Right. Okay.
Yeah. Who's gonna be
Who's Nick Fury?
Oh.
Ooh. Ooh. Not no, yeah. Oh God, it's so
I don't know,
hard.
like, there's a part of me that's like, it could be Bunsen Honeydew.
Sam the Eagle.
Yes!
Oh, yes.
good
Sam.
one, Amy. Yes.
Yes.
Pepe
Yes.
as Doctor Strange
Yeah.
is amazing.
I love it
Oh
all.
my God.
I am Sorcerer Supreme, okay?
Yeah.
Shit. Oh my
This is
God.
amazing.
Perfect.
This
Who-
needs to
So good.
happen.
Who is gonna be
Hello,
Statler?
Disney?
Yeah. Who's gonna be Statler and Waldorf though?
Oh, they'd
Oh,
have
they
to be like,
no, they're just two watchers.
Yeah, they're just
yes, the
two,
watchers.
two people on the street.
two
you know, while
watchers.
the Battle of Manhattan is happening, they're two like chuckleheads on the street, just
They could, but then at the end they're revealed to be watchers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. I love it. I love it. There we go.
This is the greatest. This is the greatest universe. I hated it. It was kind of in the middle there. It was awful. Should we start another one? More.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Seriously, what's the number for Disney? We
Oh
need
my
to
God.
like just become millionaires right now.
I know. And Missy's like, who should be Louis?
Oh,
Oh, that could be.
Actually, no. Actually, keep Louise as Louise.
Oh,
yeah.
actor.
yes,
Yeah, yeah.
yes, the human cameo.
Oh, that would be fucking amazing.
Absolutely. Well, then you could always get Chris Evans to come back as Captain America, like just to roll him in
One
there.
human in the Avengers.
Yeah, yeah, and everyone, and it just be, like that would actually just make everyone just die. Everyone would be like, "I'm out."
Or if Nick Fury was the one human and like his,
Having
his
to
little
work.
gang was the Muppets. His team of
Oh.
special people were the Muppets.
I love it.
I'm just imagining Kermit coming out in his Captain American going, "Hi, everybody! Would you like to come on an adventure? Muppets assemble!" And then Chris Evans just walks in and is like, "No, I don't think I will." And
Oh, dear.
okay, I'm going to start writing this. So
Yes.
we're all going to be millionaires now.
Yes, absolutely.
Quinny's finally doing that thing where he writes a screenplay.
Yes.
And it's Muppet Avengers.
Oh God, I can't think of anything I would rather do with my life. This is an amazing
Perfect.
opportunity. I mean, if nothing else, it'll go on. Was it the fanfic website?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
AO3.
AO3.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Which one is that now? Oh dear.
Actually, you know what? Pepe could almost make a very good
What if
Loki.
Pepe was Luis? Or is
Yeah.
that a bit racist?
Maybe. I'm just thinking that Pepe already has the horns, so he could be.
Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, Loki, yeah, right. Okay, we're getting too far down this.
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
rabbit hole.
Sorry, we've gone.
I
down a
mean, we
rabbit
love
hole
it. It's
here.
absolutely great, but we've gone through bananas and basil and chicken and all sorts of
Who's
stuff.
Thanos?
Who's
Yeah.
Thanos?
Who's Thanos?
Ooh.
Oh, I mean, Uncle Deadly could make an okay Thanos.
Rolf the dog.
Oh.
Oh, gotta get rid of half of you.
Aw.
It's not often you see a guy that green get the blues that bad.
Oh no, it could be Constantine. You are all so petty.
Oh man,
dear.
Oh dear.
there are
Okay.
so many options. So many options. Okay, well, we're not going to do
Alright.
that right now, but I think you should all
No.
write in and
Yep.
give us your if
Yeah,
you
give us your
I will
pitch.
yeah pitches which of the Marvel films should we base this one on? Is it based on just
The
Avengers?
first Avengers, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I'm just imagining seeing Miss Piggy grabbing Peppy the prawn and just whack, whack, whack. Puny prawn.
Jesus. Oh goodness.
And of course, there's fan art for it.
Fantastic. All right, no problem.
Yeah.
We're done. We're done here. It's all been done
Right.
before. Simpsons
Okay.
did it.
What are we doing for the rest of the week? What's
What are we
our
doing? What are we
We're
doing?
taking a break on Friday.
Yeah,
That's
we're
right.
allowed, aren't we?
Ah,
Yeah.
hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna have a bit of a break. Just to have a
mean-
little bit of time off.
Yeah, and also we do need a little bit of an emotional time off after finishing the end of Ted Lasso.
I was talking about. I thought you were talking about the emotional time off after enjoying Freedom Day, which we got here yesterday. Finally, we could go to Kmart at 12:01 a.m.
Hey,
What have you
Why
guys
is
been
that a
doing?
thing?
Sitting at home wanting to go to
why
fucking
is that a
Kmart?
thing?
Fucking
You can
Kmart.
literally, the whole of lockdown, you can still shop at Kmart. Why is it a thing to go there at midnight just because you can?
Because I want to try the clothes on, not just have them delivered to me.
Yeah.
This is why I hate people.
Yeah, the ones that really got to me were the fact that the Pokies also started up at 12:01.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shiny light goes cling cling.
Things can open, they're going to open.
Yeah.
But you know what? Yesterday, Sydney made $10 million in haircuts alone.
Jesus.
So,
Honestly, that's
Yeah.
fair. Like, I agree with that one, letting people have
Yeah.
a haircut, because God knows I fucking need one.
the thing that
Hmm.
blew me away was people like gathering at midnight to do group training classes in gyms. And I'm like, Why? Just wait till the morning when you get up anyway. Why do you have to do it at midnight?
Yeah. Also,
Don't
like, haven't you
understand.
been having Zoom? Like, I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand a lot of these things. It's crazy. I mean, I did.
Logic.
I had to go to work, which was previously arranged before all this,
Yeah.
like on the Monday morning, and I was walking past, and I was walking up past a pub that was there, and I was like, it's 7:15 in the morning, and there were
The
people sitting
alcoholics need to go back to work.
in the pub drinking schooners, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? It's 7 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, it's Freedom Day. Go on.
But I was like,
Get on it.
I hate how accurate that is for Australia.
yeah.
It's like and you know what? The people who I really feel for in this,
Mm.
Melbourne, entire fucking state of Victoria, who are looking at all of this and going, you caused this shit. You know?
Oops.
Yep.
But that's the whole New South Wales attitude. Oops, did I do that? We're the Urkel of Australia. Like,
Well, no, like Urkel was slightly sweet,
we really
whereas this was just more like I didn't do it.
we're just fucking arrogant.
No, it's more like
Yeah.
more like the Bart Simpson. I didn't do it. No, not me. I didn't fucking no. It's not us.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Simpsons shitposting memes though. I love it. Like, look at that hangdog expression. Don't you think he's learned his lesson?
Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, as Adsky points out, I feel very fucking sorry for any of the retail workers who are now in the position of having to check vaccine status.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one viral video already from an anti-vaxxer who
Yeah.
proclaimed that he has so much power that he couldn't even show his face.
Good.
Yeah,
Cool.
Huge
piece
man.
of shit. Piece
Yeah,
of
just-
shit.
Look, you know,
And they were attacking like what do you call it? Like Australians, but like non-English speaking first language Australians that work
Oh, right.
that
Yeah.
own a cafe. So
Yeah.
he's like pretty much targeted people that would be easy to push over
Yep.
and has basically stood outside of their cafe and said, do you think you have the right to segregate me from people and that I have to show you my private medical information? I'm like, being vaccinated is not private, it's public information because it's a requirement.
Yeah.
yeah, like yeah, it's good. It's
Using all of the incorrect language to try and make some sort
Uh-huh.
of
it's good in there, and I like the positive attitude in the chat. Be nice to your retail and hospo workers. Give them a tip. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
not
I
a
mean,
verbal
if you
one.
want to take out your
Give 'em 20
anger on
bucks.
someone, take it out on the fucking state government. They make
Yeah.
the rules, not the cafes, you fuckwits. But guess what? I'm gonna go watch Shang-Chi tomorrow night.
I'm very
Yes.
So pumped.
I'm very excited for that, and I took a nice little bit of delight in reorganizing the calendar of upcoming events that we all kind of work from, and plugging back in some more cinema dates.
Yay.
I'm still a
Yeah.
little skittish about going
Same.
to a cinema. Like, honestly,
Well,
I'm
I used my Dine and Discover voucher so I could buy
Yay!
a gold class
Hey!
ticket for the low price of $25. So
but
I'm
it's still
fucking
like
kidding myself.
75% capacity or 50% capacity. What is it at the moment?
Well, I mean, gold class are a tiny little cinema
Mm.
anyway because all the seats are so spread apart. So
See,
Yeah.
that's actually something I can get behind. Gold
yes.
class for that is smart.
Mm. And if you've
Yeah.
still got your government vouchers, get on it.
Yeah. Like, and this is like, yeah, I'm okay with it. Like, I'm still real cagey on a premiere or something like that of a film. I'm like,
Well,
"Ah,
When you
700
book
people.
your tickets online, it blacks out all the seats around you. So they've
Okay.
got it all under control.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I'm sure they're doing it the right way. I'm just still like a little touchy on a few things just yet. You know what? Come 90% vaccinated, I'll probably be like, sure, I'm okay with that. Still probably going to wear a mask in the cinema or in
But I mean,
enclosed
going to the
environments.
cinema, they're not letting in people that aren't vaccinated. I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable about
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that. About,
absolutely.
you know,
Just ease
excluding
back in.
the anti-vaxxers.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of excluding them.
Do I want
Yeah.
Do I want to get back and see some shit in the cinema? Fuck yeah, I do. Like,
Yeah.
I want to see
I'm-
June in the cinema.
Oh god, yeah, fuck yeah, June. I'm. There are so many things that I'm looking at now and going. I'm looking forward to June. Looking forward to Ghostbusters. You know, looking forward to Shang-Chi. I'm actually looking forward to Eternals. I don't know why, but I am.
Neither do I, Quinny. Are you feeling okay? Would you you should go and have a test, because I've seen some of the trailers for Eternals, and Jesus.
Yeah, I am not keen
Like,
on Eternals.
and I've seen some of the
really going to have to work hard to win.
I've
me
seen some of
over.
the toy lines for Eternals, and Jesus. Like,
Jesus.
it is not right. Stop trying to
It's
make
going
us
to be
care
an
for this
interesting
shit.
one.
Yeah, mainly because in Eternals, I'm looking at it going, who's the villain? It just looks like one of those dog creatures from Avatar with wings.
Yeah.
Have you seen the weird creature in Shang-Chi that basically just looks like a steamed bun with wings?
La 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 la. Don't spoil shit for me, Jill.
Oh, fuck, it's in the toy line.
Yeah,
There's
but
a
I
lot of
haven't-
things in the toy line.
Yeah. And I got spoiled for Venom 2 post-credit sequence, so like all
I
bets
still
are
haven't
off.
heard anything about it.
How would the duck turn?
That would
it's not.
Woody
true.
Harrelson was actually Howard the Duck, and so
Yes.
Howard is Carnage.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And they're all Mephisto.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go and look it up because I don't care about them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless Tumblr wrote Venom 2, I'm not gonna go and see it because the fan version of that movie is gonna be so much better.
Yeah.
But looking forward to going back to the cinema and seeing some cinema things. But we've still got a whole bunch of shit to review and watch and talk to you guys about. And hopefully you've done the homework. You've got plenty of time to do the homework. Hope you're all going to fucking watch Ted Lasso. Last little bit of good to wring out of this month before we head back to I Know What You Did Last Summer. Just violence. And some Narnia business.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing
Narnia
more
business
from
is
the
very
Narnias.
funny. It's good.
Is that, oh God, it's another Banania.
Banania. Oh God. not
Banania
Banania. Banania business. Well, that's it. December is now banana themed. Everything.
Oh, wow.
Euroborus banana.
Euroborus banana. What was the Narnia business? It's, we have to talk about Susan, which came from Peter going, I need to talk about Susan.
Yeah.
She's like, I have to talk about it, right?
Susan was hard done by, so we're going to talk about it.
And then you guys, and we'll have animates.
Yes, super animates.
Just before, just the weekend
Yes.
before Halloween. So that's going to be very spooky. Hopefully you're all dressed up for it.
Yes. What is everyone doing for Halloween? What are you wearing?
Yes.
What are you
What are you wearing? What are you going to do?
Yeah. Els Kanoga makes a good point. I'm coming as Banana Man.
Perfect.
I've got like 5 different
Yes.
ideas, and I haven't decided which one I'm going to do.
I want to see someone dressed as Banana Man, but just acting like Batman, the Nolan Batman.
Swear to me.
Swear to me. I think that would be perfect.
When Eric eats a banana, he becomes a complete cunt.
Yes, yes, thanks, Amy. Yes, dressing up for the purpose of leaving your house is what is actually exciting. Not just the I'm dressing up because I get to stare at myself in the mirror and then go, well, that was a good use of 4 hours, and now I can take everything off again.
I do like looking at myself.
Sure. who can blame you? You're lovely to look
we
at,
all?
Jill.
And join Jill for the looking at myself in the mirror stream on Friday.
I'm looking at the man in the mirror.
I'm wondering
His
why
name
there's
is
a
Jill
man
and
in my
he's a
apartment. Yeah. If you're looking at the man in the mirror, just make sure they're supposed to be there, Quinny.
Yes, and also make sure that it's not just a window and there's somebody looking.
Oh no.
Yeah. I'm looking at the man who's looking at me through my mirror. Wait, no!
Terrifying.
This Black Mirror episode.
Oh, if you haven't watched it yet, there's that Hollywood cliches show on Netflix.
I
with Rob
enjoyed
Lowe.
that.
Oh, that was so funny. But there's that one cliche of like the closing of the medicine cabinet and the mirror, and there's somebody in there. And I'm like, yeah, it's a classic jump scare.
Always.
Yeah.
Although if they replace that with a screaming goat from the Muppets now, I'd be like,
They crack me up every time. I don't know.
Yeah,
why.
And the thing
That's
was,
great.
the eyes of the goat were creepy as fuck.
They are
Like they were goat
creepy.
eyes.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yes, I did like Screaming Goat. I was happy for Screaming Goat. Right. Well, as you can see, we've got a big month ahead of us.
Yes.
Please send us clips, send us things that you want to talk about. Make sure
Sure.
that
Send
you
us
go
your
to it.
Muppets Avengers fan fiction
Oh yes, and
Absolutely,
fan
yep.
art.
and fan
Or-
art.
It's safe for work
I
fan
I
art
just
that we can
realized.
keep
Sorry,
placing
I
on
just
our
realized
thing.
one thing. The shield Captain America's shield, the
Yes.
star would have to be Kermit's frill.
Yes.
How are you just picking this up? You're just getting this now, Quinny? We were there hours ago.
Fine. It'd also be green.
Yes, and I say that, yes, Adsky, the fanfic has to be able to be distributed to an audience. Of course it fucking does. We don't do bullshit, not safe for work fucking content here,
Send
do
the
we?
slash fiction to me.
Yeah.
And the
Yes.
G-rated stuff to them.
Yeah. Jill is all here for the slash fic.
Yes. Send it to Jill
Dion
at
and I are just
bigbouncingballs.net.org.
Wow.
okay. Panda Attack has accepted our challenge.
God.
and he is amazing.
It's
Respect.
Steve. I love Steve at gmail.com.
What's that cartoon of the one? I think is it the oatmeal cartoon where it's October and they open up the laptop and they get hit by a pumpkin and then it just goes and it just ends up swamping them in pumpkins. I feel like that's the problem that we're going to have with Muppet themed Avengers fanfic and images now.
I don't have a problem with this.
No.
Send everything to
Like-
info@theperiodictableofawesome.com.
We'll share it on
Yeah.
the page.
Will we?
God damn we will.
Will we? I'm going to put a
Damn
caveat in
straight.
there, Jill. Maybe we won't.
Not
No.
the Sonic pregnant with Shrek's baby and it's
No.
SpongeBob kind of stuff. Like no.
Potentially not that. Unless we have
The
to
what?
Unless we have to start
Quinny,
a
you haven't seen that.
unless we have to start a periodic table of awesome Tumblr now and put it all there and be like, it's like, this is where we get sent. Here's some stuff.
Like the chat is just going, no, Jill. No.
You
Oh,
know.
but you guys know it. You know it. You know it exists.
Perfect. I look forward to those emails anyway. Like I'm down for it. Go for it. Yeah, hit it up. Smash that
Yep.
email inbox.
info@theperiodictableofawesome.com. It's a very long email address, but you know it's worth it.
Yeah, like everything.
Yes.
Well, that was fun. Thanks, everybody.
It has been a wonderful time, and I've got to tell you, I've enjoyed this significantly more than I did the special. So,
True. Well, I mean, to be honest, the last two reviews of both the Lego Haunted House one and the Muppets one haven't been great. I've just got to say, fucking really hoping that the Amazon I Know What You Did Last Summer TV show pulls it out of the fire this month, but we'll see how we go.
Cross fingers.
Maybe we'll
Yeah.
do spoopy animates. Who knows?
oh, look, Spoopy Animates is going to be a whole bunch of fun.
Always
this
a good
I am
time.
absolutely
Always a
sure.
good time. All right.
Because it is Jill, it is Will, it is me, and also Amy joining us this time. So yay,
Ooh, there you go.
gonna be a good time.
Multitask.
We're gonna make a long show even longer.
Yeah.
Yes, because it's not like we've ever done a fucking short anime.
No.
See you next Tuesday, everyone.
What'd you call me?
See you next Tuesday. Bye.
Bye.
I wanna live in a world full of heroes, not sit here counting zeros in a cubicle downtown. I wanna look out my window, see 'em flying, and swing across the horizon as I cheer 'em on so proud. The powered girl keeps staring at her face, and call Colossus and have him teach me ways, and then we'd exercise. I'd be one of the guys. The martial arts from Iron Fist and Wall, call Dazzler up and teach her all my songs. Oh, I wanna live in a world full of heroes, not cooking up these heroes at my parents' restaurant now. I wanna yell out Avengers Assemble, not order up for Ethel. Yeah, we're out of cheeky now. Date Emma Frost and have her read my mind, or Magdalena, her artifacts I find, and then we catch a symphony. It'll just be her and me. Call Bucky Barnes and arm wrestle for hours. This NMA and bring her lots of flowers. Oh, zeros in a cubicle downtown. I wanna look out my window, see 'em flying, and swing across the horizon as I cheer 'em on so proud. Deep-powered girl keeps staring at her face, and call Colossus and have 'em teach me ways, and then we'd exercise. I'd be one of the guys. Martial arts from iron fist and wall. I'll dance her up and teach her all my songs. Oh, I wanna live in a world full of heroes, not cooking up these heroes at my parents' restaurant now. I wanna yell out Avengers assemble, not order up for Ethel. Yeah, we're out of cheeky now. Date Emma Frost and have her read my mind. Or Magdalena, her artifacts I find, and then we catch a symphony. It'll just be her and me. Call Bucky Barnes and arm wrestle for hours. Visit May and bring her lots of flowers. Oh, at all the trendy bars, it'd be a guy's night out. We'd make that wolf pack out. I'd run with Flash and do a marathon. Vacation to the savage land for fun. Oh, I wanna live in a world full of. I wanna live in a world full of heroes. Have NPR and CNN describe the latest team. I wanna tuck my kids inside and read them stories of superhuman glory while the sleepy faces beam. Wanna live in a world full of heroes, not sit here counting zeros in a cubicle downtown. I wanna look out my window, see 'em flying, and swing across the horizon as I cheer 'em on so proud. Deep-powered girl keeps staring at her face, and call Colossus and have 'em teach me ways, and then we'd exercise. I'd be one of the guys.